Hi, I'm Walter, and I'm Fly with the Dutch Mentor. Today we're going to do a fun flight to KASH up into New Hampshire to meet up with the crew at Rotor AI, where they have converted a R44 to a full-size drone. What they are trying to develop is an agricultural sprayer, a firefighter, or a helicopter that can be remotely operated to go into more dangerous areas. We're going to meet up with the crew, likely have a quick conversation with the CEO, and it's always fun to explore new opportunities in aviation and continue to learn. So I hope you can come along with the journey, and it should be a fun flight today, about an hour and 45 minutes out, 2 hours coming back. Weather looks good, we are in good spirits, and it should be a ball of learning and flying together with a couple of good friends. Come along for the journey today.
Stop it.
6, unsurfable due to line of sight mitigations. No practice approaches option clearances on runway 6. Runway 6 rail line system out of service. No airport rescue firefighting Monday through Friday up to 7 p.m. Advise news contact, get back home.
Quebec.
Echo. Dutchess Tower from helicopter 813, Mike Whiskey.
Helicopter number 813, Mike Whiskey, Dutchess Tower.
Yeah, we're just coming out of Stewart. We're requesting to fly over you. Hopefully we'll be at that time around 2,500. We're just transitioning to the northeast.
Helicopter number 813, Mike Whiskey, Dutchess altimeter 3032. The transition through the class Delta is approved. Maintain VFR at or above 2,000.
Maintain VFR at or above 2,000. 813 Mike Whiskey approved. Okay, good. That's it.
Great.
Easy now. If you set
2 Kilo Bravo, wind 180 at 5, runway 24, clear for the option.
24 cleared for the option, 1 Kilo Bravo.
System 13 Victor, number 2, traffic to follow the Cessna on the left down, reporting site.
Traffic inside, 13 Victor.
All right, I'm going to 22 inches, max continuous,
for the option.
as we continue to climb to 3,500.
About 6 minutes to go. Sorry, about 10 minutes ago. Cessna reported gain loss of 5 knots on final.
Number 2, runway 24, cleared for the option, and thanks for the fire rep, 13 Victor.
So 2 Kilo Bravo, did you hear that pirate?
Yes, I did, 1 Kilo Bravo.
Thank you.
You can turn the air conditioner off on my head.
Dutchess Tower, Grumman 112, Foxtrot Tango.
Okay.
10 miles to the north inbound, full stop, with information.
Because otherwise I'll have frosty brain by the time we get to Poughkeepsie.
Number 112, Foxtrot Tango.
Delta 917, center 132.6. Allegiance 523, descend and maintain 3,000.
Maintain 3,000, Allegiance 523.
New York approach, helicopter 813, Mike Whiskey.
Alright, I was offline. Who called?
Helicopter 813, Mike Whiskey.
If you're looking for advisories, unable at the moment. To New York.
Okay.
Okay.
Exit 832 New York.
This is a decent sized town over here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the plane right below us.
Gardner traffic, Skylane is now left, 45, 18.
It's the guy on the left.
you see him?
Go at Gardner.
At my feet.
He's on call. Alright, I'll put Manchester in and I'll put Cash in the background.
Yeah.
Manchester Tower, 24 hours, 121.3. You're going to talk to Manchester first, right?
Yeah. Just asking for permission to dip into Cash.
Alright, Manchester is in. Cash is... How do we want Manchester's ATIS? Probably.
Yeah, that would make sense.
119.55.
I was fired back, all hold short instructions. Contact ground control for pushback. Advise on initial contact. Do you have information?
Yes.
41 November, traffic you're following is just north of your position for a mile.
Traffic is
just north of me. I've got eyes on traffic, 4 November, I'll follow in behind.
Roger.
I think he's going to bring us in behind this guy.
833 reestablishing on the left downwind beam, the numbers are at the Challenger on file.
833, thank you, and just leave space for 1 departure between you and them, please.
Welcome,
Looks like a little strip down here too.
Oh, yeah.
Helicopter 3 Mike Whiskey, appreciate that. You can head to the midfield downwind now.
Heading to the midfield right now, 813 Mike Whiskey.
Appreciate it.
That's a parachuting
Yeah.
airport. I got landing traffic inside. No factor.
Request a couple of turns on final for space.
Last turns are first.
Thank you, check.
I see
Nashua Tower, 434
airplane on the
Foxtrot.
runway.
Entering the right downwind for 14.
434 Foxtrot, you're going to be following a R22 ahead and to your right on the opposite downwind.
Following an R22 on the right downwind, I have them turning base in sight, 434 Foxtrot.
Dakota 86 Foxtrot Echo, make left close traffic, report midfield,
That's a bird.
runway 14 clear for takeoff.
No factor.
Left closed traffic, report midfield, 86 Foxtrot Echo, clear on 14.
Challenger 1 Foxtrot Echo, contact ground point 8.
Ground point 82 on Foxtrot Echo. Nashua helicopter 834, 1 November, turning base for 14 for
See
the
one on their midfield on the other side.
Yeah.
Helicopter 834 November, number 2 following the Skyhawk ahead of you,
Got
runway
left
14
traffic
clear
and
for the
right
option.
traffic.
You doing right and left traffic?
14 clear for the option for 1 November.
Archer
Okay.
434 at Foxtrot, number 3
Going through
following the
3000,
Robinson,
2000.
runway 14, you're clear
700.
touch and go. And, or actually clear for the option, and if you stay in the pattern, it'd be left close traffic behind the helicopter.
Yeah, this is 434
I'll make,
Foxtrot. Number 3, I have number 1 on my sight off my right wing, and this is a full
You see
stop,
the
434
two airplanes?
Foxtrot.
Yeah, 2 airplanes.
I don't see the helicopter though, the 22.
Me neither. He's up final now, though. Like an extended final.
1, 2.
Nashua Tower, 434 Foxtrot. I do not have that helicopter in sight, just letting you know. Still looking for it, 434 Foxtrot.
It's off your right side right now. If you don't have him in sight, continue on the downwind and I'll call your base for 4348 Foxtrot.
I appreciate that, 434 Foxtrot.
813 is midfield turning downwind, right downwind for 14.
Helicopter 813 Mike Whiskey, traffic you'll be following is Archer on, let's see, they're about 2 miles to your northwest, descending out of 1,300.
I get a visual on the Archer, 813 Mike Whiskey.
Archer 4348 Foxtrot, base turn approved, runway 14 clear to land.
Base turn approved, 434 Foxtrot, clear to land 14.
Helicopter 813 Mike Whiskey, number 4, runway 14 clear to land.
14 clear to land, 813 Mike Whiskey after the Archer. We just turned back.
Where is this Archer?
Right over there.
But he's not descending out of one. Oh, 1,200.
Well, he just turned, yeah, he just turned. He
Right,
did
yeah.
360.
Yeah.
He was spaced.
Nashua Tower, Dakota 86 Foxtrot Echo, reporting midfield
Usually
left
helicopter not in
downwind
sight.
Dakota
Yeah.
86 Foxtrot Echo, traffic you'll be following is a R44 helicopter, a BMU on the opposite downwind.
Looking 86 Foxtrot Echo.
Should be at 2 o'clock right now.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, cool.
I'll go up behind him after he passes me. And I'm clear, so I don't need to announce. Alright, there should be enough space. Clear right. No other traffic.
Traffic in sight at 86 Foxtrot Echo.
Dakota 86 Foxtrot Echo, number 3 following the helicopter, runway 14, clear for the option.
Clear for 14 following the helicopter 86 Foxtrot Echo.
Nashua Tower, A13 Mike Whiskey. We're going to go to Rotor AI if you can give me direction there.
Which building are you going to?
Where Rotor AI is operating out of?
Rotor, okay. I'll switch you over to ground actually when after you land.
Thank you, sir. A13 Mike Whiskey. You have ground in there?
Not yet. 121.8.
Okay.
833 beam, the number is left down, have the traffic on the left base.
Sky 833, number 2 following the left base traffic, runway 14, clear for the option.
Number 2, clear for the option, 833.
Helicopter 3 Mike Whiskey, want to sidestep it over to Alpha taxiway, land on Alpha, and then contact ground point 8 for me, please.
Sidestepping to Alpha, A13 Mike Whiskey.
Thank you.
Alright, we
I'll
have...
go to the
Helicopter 841 November.
You're on with ground.
813 Mike Whiskey, ground, Nashua.
Helicopter 813 Mike Whiskey, Nashua ground, taxi via Alpha and Charlie to Rotor.
Alpha Charlie to Rotor. Is the first one here Alpha? No,
We're on Alpha.
we're on Alpha to Charlie is the next one.
Busy little airport.
Yeah.
Good job with the entry.
A little side wind over here.
Yeah.
Nashua ground, Archer 43, Ford Foxtrot. Off 14 at Bravo, heading back to parking at hangar 125.
Archer 4348 Foxtrot, Nashua ground, taxi parking via Alpha, hold short, taxiway Charlie.
Taxi Alpha, hold short, Charlie 43, Ford Foxtrot.
I think we're getting flagged by this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to go to Charlie.
Yeah. Collision!
Clear, clear, clear.
Archer 48 Foxtrot, continue taxi to parking via Alpha Delta.
Continue Alpha Delta back to parking 434 Foxtrot.
The welcome crew. Boop, boop. Some wheels.
All right, timer, 2 minutes. Frictions. You turn the camera off,
Yes, sir.
please.
Behind those doors.
Have you met Ben?
Honestly, she puts everything.
Our R&D center.
Okay.
But now we're moving into this hangar, which we have.
So from concept to the idea until you came here, what is the time span?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The first flight took about 18 months. The first flight was on the R22.
Yeah.
They're not here, they're on the hangar, but yeah. First flight in the R22, like completely raw, no stabilization, and then we start working towards
Progressively too.
Yeah.
It's interesting. We met. I flew last night to the city, and he was a gentleman a young guy, 26-year-old, 4,000 hours of tractor agriculture in Costa Rica.
Okay.
And they send him here to do training on the helicopter because they have changed the laws there that the spraying patterns have to be done at a slower speed.
Interesting.
So they are changing over from airplane to helicopter. So I told him I was going to come here. They said, "Oh, that's very interesting. That's something that
Okay.
But that seems to be.
What's the company's name?
I don't know.
And your altitude. This is your altimeter setting. Your radar altimeter. There, your DSI, and that's your flight controls. Where your flight controls are. So I don't know if you can see, but that thing is moving as you mess with it. Is it? Is it moving? Oh no, the pink dot is not moving, right?
No.
Okay, it's not moving then.
It's like sitting in a Black Hawk over here, far enough.
Yeah. So you got your cyclic here, so.
Almost looks like we know what we're doing over here.
Right.
Turbines.
In the rock, we have the sim running, so you guys can fly a little bit. So basically, got all the warning lights there. Your also RPMs here. This is your throttle position. This is manifold pressure, oil pressure, oil temp.
Now, who built it? You guys built the software for this from
scratch?
Yeah,
everything. Yeah, from scratch.
Nice.
So here we got the center camera, and behind the camera you got the SynVis, right? You got the synthetic view there, synthetic vision here as well, and you're gonna have also cameras on each side. So if the cameras fail, the SynVis pops in front of it.
All right.
And basically this is another camera there.
So if you're flying, let's say we're outside, we're flying in a full drone, and there's a disconnect between the main frame and the receiver.
Yep.
It is smart enough to be able to, like the old drone, to go back to its original GPS point, fly back and land autonomously.
Yeah. We working on it does. There's it does whatever you want.
Of course.
Right. Right now it's set up to do a lottering, so we can try and reestablish, trying to identify why you lost comms, and try to reestablish. And after, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes, okay, nothing happens, I'm flying back home. I'm gonna fly over the sand with 100 feet per minute, go to 65% RPM, do the cool down, disengage the clutch, and that's it. Yeah, the whole thing. But you can tell to do different things. We just try it out, all different options, and see which one works.
Now with
best.
with this cyclic and the drone, when you fly it manually, you have trim buttons on it. Actually activated.
Yeah, there is, but we don't use, because the mode we fly is we call rate control mode, where you're not putting the swatch plate in a specific position with the cyclic, you're commanding rates.
Yeah.
So if you push the cyclic forward a little bit, your swatch plate is going to start moving forward very slowly until you put back center, it will stay in that position.
Oh, interesting.
So if you push the cyclic all the way forward, all the way, it will move faster, right? So while you pushing forward, you will continue tilting forward. So if you add trim, so you're commanding a rate, so you're going to continue moving forward. That's why we don't use trim. It is available, but we don't use it. We're probably going to remove it.
Yeah.
It's just for testing.
Now, situational awareness. right? I mean, it's one thing sitting in an aircraft and you have that 360, although you can see 360 vision. How difficult is it to not have that full vision? And what do you do for sound?
We have a sound system that we have a microphone inside the.
So you actually hear the inside of it.
Yeah, when you start the engine, when you turn on the pump, you prime it, and all that kind of stuff.
You get the
yeah,
feel.
yeah.
Okay, great. Because that would be really concerned. It's, you know, that 3, 4, 5D, right? It's a feeling.
Yep, yeah.
That you need to
I'm
have.
advocating.
You know, there's a lot of applications in that space. The biggest one, most obvious one, the one that we can actually do commercially in Brazil right now is ag spraying. And to answer your question before, I think the answer is, you know, yes, it has to be certified to do commercial operations in the US, and that's what we want to do. So, but like Giles said, the FAA hasn't decided what that certification has to be yet, so we don't really know.
Behind.
You know,
well, that's probably familiar territory if anybody's going after a regulatory change, right? Is that we have to lead from the leading edge and they have to catch up with everybody else. So it is very interesting. Now, in Brazil, this is operational and approved.
Yes. Yeah.
As both a drone operator as well as.
Yes.
Okay.
We got approved to do specifically agricultural operations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can really look and present that safety data.
Yep.
As a supporting element to the
yes.
get the final regulatory requirements.
SORA. Yeah, there's a whole study we need to do about the risk assessment.
Okay, that should really help.
Yeah.
Very good.
All the sensors that the regular helicopters don't have. The lidar, all these cameras. So.
And they would have a geofence around their work area, so if God forbid something happens, the helicopter couldn't fly away from the geofence.
Yeah, so I can show you in Iraq we have our geofencing from the area that we fly from.
I need a sip of water. Let me go get the.
Yeah, so we use this for testing.
Well, you can sell that back to Robinson.
Who knows? Who knows? It's more responsive. So the Robinson, for safety, we got the clutch in the motor in there, so it makes things slower. You can override it. But this one, when you're flying, it's similar to a turbine engine where you just throttle is wide open.
Yeah.
And it just does its thing. So you cannot override it. You can. You still can, but it's not meant to be used that way. So what else we test? This was in the hangar, and then spring 3, we did our very first ground run-up. We failed, the engine didn't start. We found out the EFI system timing was completely off. We ripped so many teeth from that flight. So the governor came to visit, and we did a public flight demo. You can't call it demo, it's a public flight test. And everyone was watching there. We got very limited because, we were flying at this airport for the very first time. But neither Microsoft Flight Simulator. They just came out this year with the very first rotorcraft model. And yes.
I tried to get it into Vortex Range State and it wouldn't. It's just like, no, this is not a thing.
Our flight testing up there. So, you familiar with the whole layout, right? What was not showing? Okay, the manifold pressure. As I mentioned. So, we're gonna do the whole startup procedure here. So, you're in control. So, you're familiar with the Raven 2, right? Raven 2, you gotta do the prime, and then mixture off, and then start, and then push and fires, and then push the mixture. Here is much easier. So this engine switch turns on everything. Turns on mags, turns on mixture, turns on pump. And the only thing you need to do is turn on your mags. So you're gonna see the mags light going out. And then you're gonna prime. This is the prime button. Just hold the prime for a few seconds. So the mixture light goes out and the pump also. And then you hit the start button, which is the red one. Hold on. Oh, that's right. So you got some safety features. My throttle was open.
Okay.
So
This is closed.
There you go.